Hey guys, today we're going to be playing Fortnite Battle Royale in Fortnite Battle Royale. Three, little whip, little, ooh, 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 ha, right foot creep, ooh, walking with that heater. Looking around, staying low, make sure they don't see you. Catch 'em mad, walk down, face 'em with that heater. The devil under your feet, you're on the way to see him. Do 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 do. What am I doing? Whoa 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 whoa! Why is that muted? Bro, tomorrow I'm gonna come to school, whip him out, and I'll be a hero. Don't take that out of context. I meant the gum. I'm talking about gum. Actually, don't take that out of context either. Bro, I'm gonna save people from school. Because I'm gonna be the drug dealer. Oh my lord. That's rare, right? We know that means that it's almost time for the new season. Or something, I don't know. Yo, chat, why is this game so fun, chat? I'm also probably gonna be quitting Roblox just because there's groomers, pedophiles, every single bad thing under the sun on there. Zoophiles, goophiles, people who think that they're a different gender other than boy, girl. there, sexy. I'm Lexi. Oh. Oh, you wanna fight? You wanna, oh, I'm dead. I don't have a shotgun. I don't have a shotgun. I'm gonna escape anyway. I swear to my uncle's juicy veiny balls, I'm going to. Boys are stupid. They can't think. See, I'm probably Gucci, but oh shit. No, I'm shit. What's up, boys and what's up, boys? Hey there, boys and girls. Oh my god, bro, the premiere is up. What the fuck? Don't recommend that.
Shopmeyer helps support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream big and do more.
Hey, Ford, guess what? What is it, Axe? I was rummaging through some old boxes and I found this newspaper thing from like 2009, which is a crazy long time ago. Do you remember for this number Playground Chronicle? Who is that on the cover? Is that 5? Yeah, that's 5. Oh, we gotta read this. We have to see what's in there. And maybe it'll take us a memory lane about what our lives were like back then. Yes, let's ride down that lane. Yeah, here we go. Let's speed down the lane at 100 miles per hour. This story is about, an integer dropping a ball. I hope it wasn't you, Ford, because I hate people who drop their balls. Yeah, when that happens, it could be very bad. Yeah, so, I'm gonna just, read through this to make sure that it wasn't you. So, this was written by 2 integer, which is interesting. I wonder what 2 is up to. They wrote 5 integer, a former not dropper, dropped a playground ball on the morning, and then we have to flip to page 84 to read the rest. I can't wait to see the rest. Of last Tuesday, while playing a rather simple game of catch. Oh, I love that. He just had to pronounce catch. Integer did not pick up the ball when dropped, and 3 integer, the person playing with him, became impatient. Integer was angry at integer. Who's who? Integer.
Do like a install opening with the text flashes on the screen. Alright, 3, 2, 1, action. We made our first ever comic book! I don't know how to do it. Use that. We're going for that. We're rolling with it for real though. We made our first ever comic book because Meta Runner, our fully animated series, has just finished. All 3 seasons are available now on the Glitch Productions channel, and what a crazy journey it's been.
This comic book details Tari's past and goes into how she came into existence and how she met Lucinia.
In fact, the very last page of this book is the very first scene of the very first episode of Meta Runner.
Oh, damn.
Go check it out at MetaRunner.store. There aren't many left in stock, and this is a limited edition copy. Be one of the very first to join us in this crazy celebratory comic book. Now, the last point is it says Luke, so go for it, Luke.
This is so nice.
Luigi, you don't remember me at all?
No. Sì, però con il tenuto Mario!
Okay, this should be far enough. It's going to save this for later, but here, take this name.
Luigi, mamma mia! Mario! Lucky me. Lucky.
Luigi, you're back.
Oh my god! Yes! Wow! Now that that's done, we need to stop all of this legal nonsense once and for all and take her home back.
How can we do that? Whoa, what's this?
Just start driving. I'll explain on the way.
It's me.
back to normal, Mario? Hey, what are you doing?
Come na to, toro so rebaro.
Put this
Oh, yeah. It's all you, baby. Mario's gonna do something very illegal. Ah, no. See that, pero conete, no conete.
What?
Yeah. It's all you, baby. Mario's gonna do something very illegal. Ah, no. See that, pero conete, no conete.
Whatever. Get in there, you bitch!
I did it. I saved the world.
Yahoo! Let's go!
Let this be a lesson for you. Stop it.
Get them, mother.
Well, I guess we need to wait, We...
You can wait, Monkey. Do not
Hey, that's me. How can I help you, boy?
Give me ice cream, man.
Don't worry, my boy. Give you this big hole of Ah! I'm the monkey! Did you just shot at me? Did you just shot at me? Monkey, we're gonna die, monkey! The shadow! Let's go to the shadow! Hello, monkey.
Learn new words in 25 languages at rosettastone.com.
Welcome to Disney.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey there.
Scared.
It seems like you want some spooky shirts. I have one skeleton, a pumpkin, another one with like stars or something. And they have keychains too. There's also plushie, but that's for later. You want some? Just hop on the van. Or you can order them at ownage.com. You know, you're just gonna waste money. Mine are free. What? You don't talk to strangers? What a waste of time. I want some shit!
Oh, it's starting. It's starting.
I don't do anything. I'm so sad. So miserable.
Someone's sad.
Who are you?
I am a happy fella, and I came to make you my fella happy.
How am I supposed to be happy?
Just smile and fake it until you like it.
You want me to be happy? Because yes. Sickness is everywhere, and everyone dies every day. Everyone's crumbling. How can I be happy?
You are looking all bad. Say, what good have you looked for yourself?
To be honest, nothing.
How about we go out and find some fun and good stuff?
I'll give it a try.
Since my son and his friend have been sharing that happy doll, he's been different. Not long ago, he asked me for a cat, and he doesn't even love cats. And that doll annoys me with that dumb face. I hate it. I know he's a kid, June. I know. Okay, I need to give these prints to the boss. Hey, son.
Yes, Mom?
Would you like to give your friend a visit?
Yes.
Get your son. Hi, Mr. Wonder. Could you please take care of my son?
Sure, no problem.
Yay! Oh, thank you so much. Oh, and don't worry, I'll come as soon as I can. Thank you again.
No problem, Miss Leela. All right, children, do not cause any trouble.
Let's go drive. I don't have colors, but I can ask my sister.
No.
But I haven't even asked.
Okay, go on.
Can we?
No.
What now? Let's get him.
Okay, I am back. Sorry for going away. Okay, so I like to start my art You brat! Get over here! Now we can trust. Ha! There you are! Come on, we're growing together! Ha! There you are! Come on, we're growing together! Me first. So I made Moloch possessing all of us. I miss him. Well, I made eyes sucking our souls. That will be scary. What about you, happy fella? Come on, let us see it. Oh, the scary dolls are spooky. Sure they are. What do we do now? Oh,
How about we play the knife game?
knife game?
Yeah, you put your hand down, you close your eyes, you grab a knife, and your turn.
Yay! We're ready. Wait, isn't our turn to grab the knife?
Why did you grab my coat? Why does the doll have a knife?
Well, I don't know. The doll grabbed it.
You know you can't play with knives or anything sharp. And this is the last straw. I will tell Mom and Dad.
Call them. They never answer.
Then I'll tell Grandpa.
You baby.
Mm.
Let's watch a movie. Hello, I want to watch a movie, please.
Oh, it's you.
What are you doing here?
I sold some kids beer because I'm tired of breathing.
That's cool. But can we get tickets for a horror movie?
No.
Can we get tickets for a kids movie?
Sure.
You know it's your turn to take the tickets, right?
Yes.
And you know those kids can get in the horror movie, right?
And?
And you're getting in trouble, dude!
I am tired.
Hey, kid, look, I really gotta pee.
But you will miss the best part.
It's coming for us. It's coming for us.
Hey, don't worry. We're inside a car. Everything will be fine.
What? Alone, kid. Alone of money.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Hey, your drink is making me see a walking doll. Give me some more.
All right, let's see what I do.
Tank Man.
Why snuggly doll running on the street?
You stupid pig, you filthy scum! Rip out your eyes, tear off your skin, and eat it for breakfast!
Are you feeling better? Yes. I just need to know who owns that house. Jack, what is this?
What? Oh, it's a doll. Probably some kid lost it. We can drop it off at the candy store.
Sure. Let's fill some paperwork out at the station. Huh? Rancho! Damn it.
Hey, where's the happy fella? It's okay, he went to pee. Oh, okay. Dolls can pee! Let's go find him.
Hey, fellas! You look hungry. What Why are you not eating that vegetable?
We're just looking for our doll.
Oh, it got dull neck.
What?
You better report it to the po-po.
Thank you, homeless man. Who can help us to tell the police? Kevin!
Here you go, dude. I love your piss, dude.
Okay.
Here you go, dude. I love your piss, dude.
Thank you so much. See you soon. Yo, thanks, man. Stop right there. Run, guys! Oh, no, you won't. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I was just trying to hit the key. Please, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Good boy. Wait, I'm drinking. Oh no! Why is Craycraft playing Fortnite? This is a wacky prank. That's so mean. Like having more pants.
RPG that I'm sure all of you are familiar with. It was extremely huge back in like 2008. I'm sure all of us have dabbled, but maybe many of you didn't stick around. But it does still have a dedicated community, and a lot of them had to witness something that no human being ever should. Horrifying server messages such as this. Now, just by looking at the game's trailer, I'm sure you're able to guess that the majority of the community here is on the younger side of things. It was a game that was marketed towards children, but it still, of course, does have like adults in the community. And as I understand it, it's a pretty well-maintained game. And on Friday, everyone was surprised to see all kinds of server messages popping up with some wild shit on there. And it seems like an employee went rogue. They may have been fired or let go, and they went out with a bang with one last hoorah. Now, shortly after Doomsday here, the Wizard 101 servers shut down for maintenance. I'm imagining to fix this issue that they were experiencing. It was kind of like that scene in Harry Potter when he gets all the acceptance letters from Hogwarts, and the parents are like desperately trying to stop the letters from coming in through there. That's what Wizard 101 staff was trying to do against this one rogue hacker or employee. They did manage to stop the bleeding, but, you know, it did cause some damage. Like, there's scarring here. This wasn't a victimless crime. People had to see some very alarming server messages. Just to further explain what exactly happened, players were getting sent messages from the game itself, so little server notices that pop up on the side of the screen. And usually this is like a message from God in the game. This comes directly from the staff, usually, as I understand it, so it'll be things like maintenance or upcoming things, or just basically things directly related from the game in an official capacity. But they use this system to just start pumping wild messages in there, such as this Walter White message, which it's kind of a banger. But, you know, I think this one goes kind of hard, but I knew they could do better. And
I like that one.
So let's go through some of them. Now let's spread these magically delicious cheeks and take a bite. This was one of the first messages players received, I believe. So an immediate red flag that started tipping people off that, you know, maybe something's awry at the Wizard 101 headquarters. You know, the office is maybe, you know, in peril. So they got this message saying, email support at wizard101.com so I can get a raise. You know, that's not something that Gandalf would say, right? Like, that's not very in line with the theme of Wizard 101. But it's not that bad either. You could write this off as, you know, a little Easter egg. But then from here, it gets a bit chaotic. So I'd like to show you an article that talks about this. It may hypothesize that this all could be a marketing stunt. And I don't want to take that completely off the table, but I think that would be one of the boldest strategies I've ever seen to use creeping balls.
Arkansas.
They added an extra star. How nice. That's the perfect starting point for this world. Fuck it all must be just in a day or two. Some colors that exude joy and excitement. So in 2011, they introduced a new pack that reverted the flag back to its soul-crushing original colors. California. It's pretty good. I'm from Colorado, and let me tell you guys, this issue I'm talking about that's written brought up to the city council meeting.
No, they are not. You are just dumb.
When simulators first started becoming popular on Roblox, I'm not a big simulator guy, so I kind of looked at it as this big sea platform. This is the moment in cities that was killing me for the platform. Honestly, it was a Copa platform. I mean, look, they got their own category now. Somewhere here, with the simulator, you either get like something that actually simulates something like Anvil Simulator, or you get Sonic Speed Simulator, which is just a gambling casino. Look, Sonic speaking, I want kids to gamble boxes. A gambling casino. Sonic speaking, I want kids to gamble boxes. What do you think of gambling? Carrying Sonic Superstar? Buy this. Buy that. Oh my god! 30% off! I feel like you guys put Sonic in a bad contract. Now he's forced to shell out gambling tokens. See, your own box going on down the road. 4%, open 1 million of them. Oops. So those are the two categories of simulator. I want to hold these people accountable. I think accountability is great, but people are not holding me accountable. Here's how I feel about Sonic. I'm probably going to get a birth rate related to this. Anyways, that's not really the
terrifying. But this is something that my wife and I feel really strongly. A lot of times people hear he has autism. They want to know what was really bad. Like, does he have photographic memory? Or can he do really complex math in his head? For example, if you tell my son's friend any date from any year, he will tell you the day when you gave it to him. June 2nd, 2004. What day is that on? Let's go take these. I repeat it together. What did I say? June 2nd, 2004. So Wednesday is June 2nd, 2004. Let's do one more, okay? And then another May 26th, 2006. And there we go. Why did you leave? I'm still here, because I am. Oh my God! Now it's time for the
Daddy. Oh, 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 oh. I shitted.
Just because of how dark and disturbing it is. But earlier today, I saw a thread on Twitter going around listing the most evil artists and musicians of all time. And next on the list was by far the most evil singer to ever hit the mainstream, Ian Watkins. And I was just shocked that not a lot of people seem to know about this. This was a story I followed as it unfolded back in 2012 because Ian Watkins was the frontman to my favorite band when I was a kid, Lost Prophets. In fact, if there's any archaeologists watching this that want to unearth some unholy relics, if you're able to find any re-uploads of my old Gears of War montages from 2007 and 2008, you'll hear Lost Prophets music that they're set to and edited in sync with. I used their music all the time in videos growing up because I was such a massive fan. So you can imagine how fucking disgusted I was when I learned the truth behind their singer. Ian Watkins' crimes are some of the most depraved I've ever read about, and in fact, the senior investigator said it was the most disturbing child abuse evidence he had seen in nearly 30 years on the force. And it's not an exaggeration. Ian Watkins was a serial child sexual abuser and even convinced some of his fans that were mothers to give up their kids to him to abuse, and being convinced the mothers to abuse their own children on video calls that he'd masturbate to. His sex crimes spanned years and even included the sexual abuse of a 10-month-old baby and attempted rape of a baby. Not only were his crimes some of the worst you could and even included the sexual abuse of a 10-month-old baby and attempted rape of a baby. Not only were his crimes some of the worst you could possibly imagine, but he was blatantly open about them as well. He'd even brag about fucking kids to some of his ex-girlfriends at the time. I feel like if the police officers had just asked him, hey, are you having sex with minors? He would have hit them with a, hell yeah, brother, and then went up for a high five. The whole story of Ian Watkins and his arrest is also the story of terrible police work from the department. There were years of reports and people desperately trying to get him behind bars, and they just wouldn't look at the evidence. They refused to look at all of the overwhelming evidence that was constantly being provided to them. The reason he ended up getting arrested was on unrelated drug charges, and they just happened to find this absolute fucking mountain, like a goddamn Mordor. They wandered in there and happened to find all of this child abuse evidence, but they were there for drug reasons and continued to turn the other cheek and ignore all of the reports coming from victims or people that had already compiled evidence and submitted it to them. Now, like I said, he wasn't very secretive with what he was doing. He wasn't exactly like some kind of cunning, sly, criminal mastermind. He was very open with the fact that he was a pedophile. Just look at this excerpt here. Look at one of the passwords he'd use for his computer. Ian Watkins is a sick psychopath who's a sly, criminal mastermind. He was very open with the fact that he was a pedophile. Just look at this excerpt here. Look at one of the passwords he'd use for his computer. Ian Watkins is a sick psychopath who's currently serving 35 years in jail, which isn't nearly enough for his crimes. And he's not remorseful about it either. Like, just read this quote here, where he said he did it for the mega laws, talking about abusing and raping kids. So anyway, after reading that Twitter thread about evil artists and musicians, I really think it's worth talking about this guy and his history, since it seems it flew under the radar for a lot of people. So I'm just going to give a brief summary of everything Ian Watkins and Lost Prophets related. As I mentioned at the beginning, they were my favorite band when I was a kid. Before I even got into rock and metal like the other mainstream bands, I was listening to Lost Prophets. And, you know, this is way back in the day, but there was something called Pixo, which allowed you to make your own websites easily. And when I was in 4th grade, I made my own Pixo website called coldflames.pixo.com. Don't even bother searching for it. It's dead, buried, 6 feet under, went straight to hell. Not even on archive.org. But on my Pixo website, the very first thing that would happen when you went there is the music video for Lost Prophets' Rooftop song would play. That's right, I was like an early adopter of the K-pop stan culture where they just spam music videos everywhere to farm views for them. That's what I did for Lost Prophets on my website. So their music video for Rooftops would play, and then if you went to any of the other links on the side, a different Lost Prophets music video would play. I don't remember everything I posted on that website. I know a lot of it was RuneScape related, like giving updates on my character, but when I was giving updates, you would always be having a Lost Prophets music video play, like Shinobi vs. Dragon Ninja or something like that. Yeah, all that to say, I was big into the band, so this shit hurt a lot learning about this. I've always had that mentality of you need to separate art from artist when it comes to things, but I've been unable to do that for this band. They were my favorite band when I was a young kid. I can't listen to them anymore after learning everything about Ian Watkins. It's impossible for me. I can't separate the art from the artist, especially considering Ian Watkins in one of their music videos even subtly hints at his crimes. In the music video for A Town Called Hypocrisy, Ian says at the end, Hi kids, welcome to Town Time. We have an amazing show for you. You're going to learn all kinds of important lessons. And in hindsight, it's pretty clear what he was like saying here, knowing his history and what was actually going on behind the scenes. And it's so fucked up. Now let's get into the actual timeline as well as history of Ian Watkins and the band. I'm not going to be showing much footage at all here. I'm mainly just going to be telling the story. It just doesn't really sit right with me to show anything from them. Knowing what we know now about Ian Watkins, it just feels fucking weird and yucky. However, there is a great breakdown of this whole situation from a channel called Gamers 8. And they do show footage from the band as well as interviews of Ian Watkins. And they do a great job with it, so I recommend checking that out if you're interested in seeing more from the group as well as Ian and who he was as a person. But for me, I'm not going to be showing any of it, so let's get into it. Ian Watkins was the stepson of a Baptist minister and was an honor roll student. He basically fucking straight A'd his whole career as a student, graduated with honors from the University of Wales, and then in 1997 formed the Lost Prophets. They saw moderate success with their first album called The Fake Sound of Progress, but it was in 2004 with their follow-up album, Start Something, that they really broke into the mainstream spotlight. They sold 2.5 million copies and were propelled into stardom. They had their music videos on MTV. They even had Last Train Home on the soundtrack to NFL Street, which was a great game. NFL Street had a fucking wild soundtrack, but yeah, they were there. And they were everywhere. And montages, back when Halo 2 montages were just starting to get their feet, Lost Prophets really took it by storm. They were a mainstream success, pretty much overnight with Start Something. With all the success came a lot of fans, many of which were underage girls that Ian Watkins would invite backstage after gigs. And from a couple of sources I've read, there were even rumors circulating around this time from media outlets that noted that there were minors backstage at these concerts around Ian Watkins, which made them uncomfortable, but they didn't really report on it or do anything on it, so I think that's a big fucking blunder from them. That is absolutely something that I think they should have raised an eyebrow with and looked into a bit deeper, but regardless. 2004, they had started something. They were calling it status and starting to bring underage girls backstage. Against Ian Watkins in order to get the authorities to take him in, investigate, and arrest him, but was ignored at every possible turn. I think Gamers 8's video does the best concise breakdown of the timeline here, so I'm just going to play a short clip from it before getting a little more in depth.
Joanne began receiving disturbing text messages from Watkins in 2008, following an incident in a video discovered by the police in which the two are having sex, and Watkins is heard to tell Joanne that he can't wait to get you pregnant so they would have a child to abuse. Joanne then received a text message from Watkins in 2008 in which he bragged to Joanne that he had sex with multiple underage girls. Joanne discussed the violence against the police immediately the same day, but unfortunately this would be the first of many instances in which Joanne was ignored.
It is worth noting that she did also say some horrible things to Ian. However, her side of the story is she was trying to gather as much evidence against him as possible to submit to the authorities to trap him and bring him to justice. So I think that's worth bringing up. She went to the police multiple times with her phone and laptop and asked them to look into it. Here's all the evidence, now please use it. And they never did. I don't know what their excuse was for not investigating further. Maybe because she was a sex worker for a time, so they didn't take her seriously, but they just wrote her off as an angry ex. Ian Watkins would regularly brag to her about having sex with kids. He would even send her images of actual, like, sexual abuse of children, and they just never took it seriously, at least not until Ian Watkins was actually arrested, and then they launched a massive investigation and arrested Joanne for possession of those images that Ian sent her. So she got arrested for the possession of the evidence she was gathering for the authorities who just weren't doing their job here. She was eventually cleared of these charges, but still, just an awful situation all around. He could have been stopped much earlier if the authorities had bothered to look into it even slightly. Because, like I said, he wasn't really hiding anything. There were a lot of rumors dating as far back to 2004 about some of the awful shit he was doing. Like, they could have just done the bare minimum and gotten this guy way before 2012. In that time, how many more victims were there, you have to wonder. It also wasn't just Joanne that was submitting all of this evidence or making all of these claims against Ian Watkins. There were a lot of different people that came forward. For example, an Australian woman told police that Watkins was a child abuser and drug abuser. Her email even concluded saying, "Do not disregard this as it's serious. Nothing happened." There's other complaints, including intelligence reports about Watkins' drug use and sexual interest in kids that kept getting submitted to the South Wales Police Department that didn't get investigated. In March 2012, a woman even told police that Watkins may have sexually assaulted an 11-month-old boy, and then even described images that could be found on his computer if they searched. But they didn't search. Now, I'm going to look into the case just a bit. I'm not going to go that deep because it's way too gross to talk about. It's so bad, in fact, that the judge that sentenced Ian Watkins, as well as the two mothers I mentioned at the start of the video that abused their kids for, he said this: "Those who have appeared in these courts at the bar or on the bench over many years see and hear a large number of horrific cases. This case, however, breaks new ground. What you three did plumbed new depths of depravity." The full sentencing remarks can be found online, but I don't encourage anyone out there to read them because they will make you sick to your stomach. You will absolutely fucking hate it. It'll ruin your whole day trying to read this. I'm only going to read a couple and bits and pieces of them. I can't read half of this shit. It's so fucking painful for me to say. I'm only going to do a couple here, just to give you an idea of how bad this guy was. This isn't even the whole thing. So here, count 18 dates back to March 2007. You met after a Lost Prophets concert when she was a 16-year-old virgin. The prospect of taking her virginity excited you. You got her to dress in a schoolgirl's outfit. You videoed her and you having oral, vaginal, and anal sex. You asked her whether she enjoyed being your underage slut. At the end, you urinated over her face and told her to drink it. That gives you some insight to your attitude to young females at the time. Over 5 years before counts relating to the count 19 dates back to August 2008. The girl was another fan at age 16. You videoed her having oral sex with you, and she had seen snorting white powder, which you told her was cocaine. This next part, I think, is going to be one of the most disturbing things you'll probably ever hear. This is in regards to the mothers. To one in particular. You were a mother. Your infant was only 10 months old. Mother naturally loves, protects, shields, nurtures, and cherishes. Your infant would have trusted you implicitly. You betrayed that trust. What did you do? You had a detailed discussion with Watkins about the sexual acts to which the two of you were going to subject your infant. That's as far as I'm going to read, because then it goes into detail about what happened with Watkins, the mother of that baby, and there is a video of it where they are sexually abusing a 10-month-old baby, and it's described in detail in the sentencing remarks. It is horrific, and this isn't all of it. Like these were only 3 counts that I just read to you. It goes on and on and on. I think Ian Watkins is the biggest monster to have ever existed in any capacity as a celebrity or a singer, and just one of the most depraved individuals I've ever read about. They talk about the child pornography images and videos he has with kids aged 10 and 12. It's like an endless amount of the worst things you could possibly imagine. So yeah, I think the answer to who is the most evil artist or musician of all time is Ian Watkins. There's a long list of horribly fucked up celebrities out there, and I think Ian Watkins is somewhere towards the top of that list. Mama! Mama! Being a fast food worker has to be one of the most dangerous jobs in America, second only to a firefighter, maybe. Over the last, 3 or 4 months, I'd say, things have been reaching this crescendo of madness in the fast food industry. Pretty much every day I'll hop on Twitter and see 5 new viral clips of public meltdowns or freakouts or fights lines at fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Burger King.
I do this guy. Alexa, stop! Mama! It's like
Yet you keep on trying, mindlessly replying. You've been true. Have a nice day. I'm getting triggered. Heard the streets was asking for Minecraft to come back. Ask and you shall receive. I'm her little boy, not you. All right, Charles. All right, that's your mama. That's right, just a normal kid. This is not a kid.
Mama!
Guarantee when I pick this fuse up, it's going down. Basement. What is that? Oh, wanna see what time it is? Midnight, buddy. I had to stay up for this one though. Y'all knew just how I did it too. Be lit tonight. Incredible. I just popped a whole bunch of now-laters. Energy on 11 out of 10. Weird. Buddy, you're weird. Come up in the mic. All right, let's start the game. Hey! Star video! Black Eyed Priest. The developer of Bloodwash. We not claiming none of this energy. Henry, you got it. Ah! Something's going on before you get to there and welcome. Tonight at the gates of not a place you want to be. Matter of fact, hold on. Say it with me now. Jesus is my Savior. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Literally stayed up till midnight for this game to drop. And the same two developers that made Bloodwash have made this game. Bloodwash? Bang. I love that game. And being published.
He takes the Tostitos, fakes them, goes right, and dives into the salsa. Now that is how you bring home the snack.
That was awesome. I just sit here and watch cat videos most of the time. Dr. Catherine. Uh-oh. Last name.
Please report to Site Director Crowley to discuss your recent actions.
Oh, crap. Did I screw something up? I don't know if I can hang in there, Mr. Tickle Monster. It's been 2 weeks since 173's breach, and based on your performance... Please don't make me a D-class! Of course not. You're way more useful than that. For now. Okay, phew. Based on your performance, I feel that you'd be much better suited for our containment team. Sweet. Do I get a gun? No. But you can have a cookie. Okay.
Mama! Did I never stop? Maybe it's a baby, but it's a lady. Maybe it's a baby, but it's maybe.